Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. So, let's talk about the cells yet again, because now the update has come out with the mutant cells, where you are now able to, in fact, actually drop them inside of the pity system or the target system. So, let me give you my rundown or my thoughts of it, what it means, so on and so forth. So, let's get right on into it. Now, I'm starting off with this straight. I have been farming these cells for about 6 hours now. So you can see there, I've been streaming all of it on my Twitch. Shout out my Twitch, link will be in the description. But yeah, so I've been streaming on Twitch this entire time. And in these runs, I got a total of, hang on a second, let me quickly have a look. Up here, 18 cells. So on average, I'm getting about 3 cells an hour, which is very, very high, in my opinion, considering that one Descendant basically needs 3 cells. About 3 cells. And given that most people in this game don't play more than 3 characters anyways, about 9 or 10 cells, probably enough for like most people. 30 cells for you to put cells on like every Descendant that you mostly use and then fix them up. Anything above 50 is like killing it, and you're gonna have like good amount of cells. With me, despite all the videos I've got ready and stuff like that, I've already shown and stuff like that, builds on Bunny, Freyna, Ines, Sharon, Viessa, Valby, several builds on Freyna, so on and so forth. Even with all of that, I've still got 20-30 cells left, and I'm kind of running out of things to put them on, which is not a bad way or a bad thing, and I'm not technically running out, so don't worry. Most players, what I'm trying to say is, will not run a min-max build. Now, let's take my Bunny for example. This build that I have on screen right here is like almost the absolute top damage you can pull out of Bunny. If I was to pull even more damage out of Bunny, I'd drop HP amp, which I'm not going to because people complain if I don't use the HP module. But in terms of this, almost a completely min-max build, maxed out damage, singular master, skill simplification, electronic synctium, amp mods, so on and so forth. My damage in this setup can't be pushed very much higher. Now, that's a maxed out Bunny with 2 pieces of Plague, 2 pieces of Mage for maxed out damage, and then singular on my reactor for damage, and then my tree uses electrocution vulnerability as well as arcade efficiency enhancement. So in total, my Bunny hits maxed out damage, or as very, very high, close to maxed out damage. This is an example of where cells would be very, very worth it, because I don't think a lot of players are running out of build with like maxed out double comp golds and maxed out reactor and 5 maxed out weapons and, you know, max everything, right? Full 10 catalyst weapons and max 12 catalyst builds and stuff like that. A lot of players don't run that. So I would say that primarily the cells help players who are running the most min-max stuff. The cells are not bad, but a lot of people need to fix their builds in order for damage to see a difference in their build, and then include the cell on top of that, which is basically a very long way of saying fix your builds and then use the cell. It'll make a much better difference. So that is my main thing. Other than that, I've calculated the rates of it. It's about 3.5% per run. So I'm going to quickly drop the rates in on Twitch, so you guys should be able to see it in the bottom corner over there. I'll make the chat over here a little bit bigger. Hang on a second, please. So this chat over here, you can see the rates over there. 3, 7, 11, 14, 18, 22, 25, 29, 33, 37, 40, 44, 48, 51, 55, 59, 62, 66, 70, 74, 77, 81, 85, 88, 92, 96, and then 101. So yeah, that is how the percentiles go, because they go up by 3.5 every single time. So that's the main thing that you guys need to know. It raises up by 3.5% each time, and honestly, it's fine. Now, what do I think about the actual rates of the cells? They're fine. Don't change them. Without the pity system, I was very happy with the cells. Now I would just say I'm happy with them. If you go any higher than this, it's going to be bad. Like I said, you don't need cells on every single build, and if you were to include a lot more cells, at this point, give people more cells, it's going to start becoming a problem. We already have enough cells, and farming for about, what, between 20 to 35 runs is about an hour of Sigma, or an hour and a little bit of Sigma for one cell in a worst case scenario. That's fine. it can, in a good case scenario, you can get 3 an hour, which I've got consistently for 6 hours. So, you know, there's definitely both sides to be looked at, and it's fine, and it's just RNG. At this point now, if you have issues with cells not dropping enough, just play the game. Stop focusing on the cells, because if you focus specifically on them and every time you do a run and you don't get the cell, you're going to be miserable as hell. Focus on maxing out your Descendants RK if you haven't done that already, or just switch your brain off, run a bit of Sigma, and relax. That's basically the best advice I can give you. Just relax whilst playing, and you're not going to go crazy with it. And like I said, if we are to take into average accounts, I asked like a lot of people in my stream how many Descendants do they play, and some people said only 2, that being Serena and Ines, and some people said 2 to 5 to 7. So I'm saying between 2 to 5 is going to be the average for all the Descendants that people play. So even if you were to go through with cells and put 2 on every single build, that's 10 cells max. If you go through and put 4 cells on every single tree, that's like 60 cells. In total, you don't need that many cells. People are basically feeling like there's new content, I have to keep pushing and farming for it and doing everything for it, but it's just not how it works. This is the only bit of content that we're going to get before Season 3, excluding a character rebalancing, so we'll see how that goes. It might be great, it might be horrible, we'll find out. But the biggest thing is that you don't need to burn yourself out and farm cells. Just relax, otherwise you're going to hate yourself. Other than that, like I said, got 18 cells in about 6 hours, so I'm fine with that. I think the cells are in pretty much a perfect place right now. There's nothing I would change about them. I think that the cells are they're an example of how you can put different things together to basically get the same outcome. Now, someone in my stream said this before, and I 100% agree with what he said. What he said, and I quote, is you need to show people that 2 plus 2 equals 4, but that doesn't mean that 2 times 2 is still not the same answer. That's a perfect way of putting it. Shout out Oscar for that one. Appreciate you, bro. But people need to just like see that there's more than one way to do things, and that is essentially like the biggest takeaway I have from all of this. There's of course ways to get cells, and there's a good way to do it, and there's a good way to invest in stuff and build up over time. Don't rush your builds. Invest in a build properly. Figure out what's max for damage. Go into your lab, test it, so on and so forth. I'd say the cells are in a perfect place. Like I said, I think they're a platform to get started, and they're going to be expanded upon in Season 3. So let's see. I'm optimistic, and yeah, that's basically been today's video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm making Alyssa's bunny outfit. Don't blame me, man. My fit be fire. And then, but yeah, that's been this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Smash that like button. If you've got any comments, any questions or anything, so leave them in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.